Good morning. Oh, it's off the rock now. It's a cloudy day today. Don't care much for these days because then it will never really warm up throughout the day. Less spectacular views, but I am happy that it's not raining because it looked like there might be a chance for that. So that's all good. Going to head back into town here in Lake Tekapo. Do a little bit more work on the laptop. Then later head out and discover a nice little road to take. Have a look around before we go to Christchurch. Pretty good night, by the way. Lots of small pine cones underneath. Try getting them all out, but that's like scooping water out of the ocean. So once I was down, I had to reach out under the tent from inside to grab a couple, but after that it was all good. A lot of tossing and turning, but we made it through. It was all good.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. A real gangster ass nigga plays his cards right. A real gangster ass nigga never.
Doughboys. Oh. Hey, the weather's looking great over the mountains, so damn, almost don't want to waste too much time in the morning, but I gotta get that first episode up. So there's that. It's looking good. Exporting the first video here, so that's still an hour. I already got it going. So these are the things that it's tough to plan because now the day is getting away from me actually, and I don't like it when that happens. So it's balancing all these things. I'm going to get to Christchurch today, so that's why I'm a bit easy about this. Have a look around Tekapo for a couple of hours, say, and or more, and then late afternoon, evening, right into Christchurch. I'm gonna stay with a fella named Jake. And I met him in, not Greymouth, what's before Greymouth when you come from up north through the middle, this earthquake town. Oh, I forgot the name. Anyway, I met him there and he was riding himself. He's from Christchurch. I'm gonna see him again, so that'll be cool. A bit of rain here. Let's go up the lake, see if this weather changes or not. I know it, not today. I think this is the end of the line, almost. Yeah, so what, it go...
Belly up that way, belly up that
How many
way.
Ks you reckon till you get to the end? 30 still? Oh shit. Yeah, I'm already on reserve, wow.
Yeah.
More crossings after these few here?
Yes. Once you cross here, then you go up along the track, but once you get up further there's some quite gnarly crossings.
I'm already on reserve for over a liter, I think already. I still don't know exactly what my reserve is. And this road has been much longer than expected, already more than 30 Ks. And apparently you can go up the valleys here, both directions even further. So just saying that the clouds is here. because this up here, you should have a cracker of a view, like insane, like what we saw from a distance yesterday and this morning. But the lady said before midday, the clouds already started coming in. Not today. See that? That's the part that you don't know exactly how it's gonna go. So normally if you want to cross this, go stand in there, see how it feels like. Don't worry, there's still plenty of adventurous moments like this that are still coming, and where you just have to go through that. Like that. You didn't like that, did you? So here we are now in Lake Tekapo, right up to Fairley. Go left in the direction of Geraldine, and then pick this yellow road here, which stays close to the mountains relatively, to Mount Somers. It's a bit slower to get to Christchurch, but doesn't matter. And then head into Christchurch. But get about one last view here of the mountains on my way out, thus ending the ride of the South Island. So once we get to Christchurch, things are going to start to move pretty fast, and before you know it, I'll be out of New Zealand. We unpack everything again in South America. But before we do that, I want to take a moment and talk about the country where we've been for so long now, for over a year, New Zealand. It's been a strange experience, I keep saying, out here, and that is due in part to how fast time went. Living 80 k's out of Queenstown, but not going there much, focusing on making money, on working on the motorbike, working on the videos, honing all these little skills basically. And that was a completely different year, I must say, and the days just merged into each other, and before you know it, over a year went by and here we are. It was a very different year than usual, and we actually did quite a lot, to be honest. I don't think there's ever been a year where I've learned so much and progressed so much in certain areas of my life, skills-wise. But it all happened in such quiet circumstances on a thinly populated island. So maybe that helps for time to go really fast out here. You don't encounter that many people, but we certainly encounter more than a few really great people out here. Thanks again for the amazing time and the great help that I've gotten out here. And moving forward, I think that the South American experience is going to be completely different. A more dense populated world with more intervals in between. That's the change that I want to make. So instead of long stints of riding, shorter stints of riding with time in between where I spend 2 to 4 weeks somewhere. I like that idea. Gives you, I think, what I've been saying, more a sense of living all these little lives. Out here I've been very focused, very inward almost, but also reaching out, for example, with all videos on Facebook and on YouTube, in part because of some really great responses online. And I also think that I'm over some sort of middle point with the life that I have, so comfortable in it. It only took one day and I feel like I'd only stopped riding a week ago. So pick it up really easily and building on that. Now I do have a sense that I'm making something, I'm building something that I enjoy doing. And part of it is with people watching now. So I'm going to continue on that in South America. To get back to that middle point, I think that more than ever, I feel that whatever life I might have had before seems so far away, that what I'm doing now, that this is simply what I do, with a sense that it's always been that way. And it does allow me to have a certain focus and just to go at things without any form of regard to whoever I was before or whatever I was doing. That's completely unimportant, and I like it that way, because that was one of the things, and when I was in uni, and what I wanted to do different. And I said then, more than a few times, I want to live multiple lives in a life. How that would take shape, I don't know, don't have a clue, but it is slowly starting to take shape and starting to make sense to me, and I enjoy the direction this is taking, and I'm gonna play with it. The type of traveling that I want to be doing now, I don't even really see it as travel anymore a lot of times. It's just the individual little lives that I'm living connected to each other, but now making it more complete. So where 3 years ago focus was so much on riding, more of a balance to make a more complete life. So your riding, so your video, so your people, so your location, your body, your mind, all these facets that make a complete balanced life, to work that out more. And that's where I am. If that made any sense. To me, sort of, it does on an instinctual level. So that's what I'm doing, and who knows how some of that will take shape. But I found so far that if you think about the things, or simply just execute some of the things that you're thinking about, and it gets rolling. So where we can fall in the trap of the perfect idea, you just initiate a smaller idea, but along the way that idea merges with other ideas that you've had and are executing into one bigger idea, which you didn't necessarily envision, but somehow it is going in that direction that you want it to go. So that's pretty cool. So I'll keep on doing that. Right. Right. So we'll keep on doing that. And for some of it, I hope to show you something that hopefully you haven't seen before, or just something that you enjoy. So that's New Zealand. A wonderful, strange experience. It feels like I'm wrapping up, and it's true, like I said, once we hit Christchurch, that's when things start to roll fast. I need to be out of the country by Saturday, so this Friday I need to be out. Yeah, and the bike needs to be in a crate and everything. So let's get on that. One last ride, as they say in Dutch, to learn it off. If that makes any sense. To kick the habit. Kick the habit of New Zealand. Average speed halfway up the road and all the way back was about 75, 80, and we made it about less than 1.5 liters to spare. That gives me an idea for calculations of how much the reserve is. But it's still not a very good representation because I took it slow. So let's see, 119 kilometers total, 155 reserve started, so about 60 kilometers on reserve. That could be 3-4 liters. I was taking it very slow. It could be 3 to 4 liters plus that liter. 4 to 5 liters the reserve is for now. That's my estimate. Could be somewhere probably 4.5. We'll find out over time. Now let's go to Christchurch. I kept hearing something rattling. Right, I'll show you what's going on here. Look at that. The bolts came off the nuts for the sprocket. That's impressive. No, I haven't used Loctite on that, but I never have after many sprocket changes. Damn. Damn. Wow. What time is it now?
6 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah, you may be lucky.
All right, sweet. Thanks, mate. Need an after-hour play. place where they might have some bolts. I have M something. I don't think I have that size. Good afternoon. Hey. How you doing? Yeah. Bill's here, and I was lucky enough that this fella here was still at work after 6. I got a couple nuts and 1 bolt. This fella here at the petrol station, Lee, he said if you end up with nobody here, I'll pop on by later. Thanks for coming back, man. Appreciate it. See, that was very nice of those people. They heard me talk to the guy at the petrol station. I was asking for the time there. I still don't have a working phone, so I don't know anything all the time. He said, no one's at the panel beaters. I'll come find you and I can sort you out. Isn't that just great? That's one of those things of being on the road. Thanks a lot for that, mate. Much appreciated. Christchurch way to the right here, so well, no point anymore taking the scenic route. We'll start. I wanted to do the scenic route, but it's way it's dark already, so didn't plan that so good. I don't have a phone anymore. I never know the time anymore. Plus our little bolt and nut situation. I was almost going, and then I looked to my right, and you know, it's probably like 6:30 or so. And I love Subway. Well, I love the pizza sub. What's the beach riders? I'm man. How are you doing, man? Good, man. Well, good to see you. Good, man.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's awesome.
This is the side you got to look at, Jake.
What's that?
This is the side.
Oh, wow. Alright, she's something crazy. Got a new tank. I showed you. I think I had the handlebars last time.
Maybe.
I bent the shit out of them. Crashed. I got a nice video of that. I've got panniers. They're off because they rusted the shit.
Is that standard exhaust?
No.
Right?
The standard one's 12 kgs. This is like 4 kgs.
Yeah.
Rejetted the carbs and had the grips and really bright lights.
Back in the city, eh?
Yeah, hello. Welcome back.